A coalition of concerned civil society groups has pledged to gather 1 million signatures to demand the dismissal of Dr. Mele Kyari, Group CEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The groups allege that Kyari's tenure has been marred by fraud, embezzlement, corruption, and the distribution of adulterated fuel. At a press conference in Abuja, Abubakar Yali, the national spokesperson for the coalition, voiced strong concerns about the ongoing fuel scarcity in Nigeria, attributing it to Kyari's failure to effectively address the issue. Yale criticized Kyari for allowing the country's refineries to remain non-operational for over 4 years, which has led to fuel prices soaring to as high as 1,500 in some regions. The coalition also highlighted the detrimental impact of alleged financial mismanagement under Kyari's leadership, which they claim has severely affected ordinary Nigerians while enriching a select few.
For too long, we have remained silent, hoping that the leadership of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company NNPCL Limited will heed the call for transparency, accountability, and good governance. Sadly, our hopes have been dashed as we are now faced with a litany of allegations that paint a disturbing picture of mismanagement, corruption, and a blatant disregard for the directives of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The allegations against the Group Chief Executive Officer, GCEO, of NNPC Limited, Engineer Mele Kyari, are not mere hearsay. They are substantiated by credible evidence that demands immediate attention and action. Firstly, we are deeply concerned by the incessant fuel scarcity the country has witnessed due to the failure of Mele Kyari to address the issue of fuel scarcity. Fuel sells for as much as 1,500 naira in some parts of Nigeria, including Abuja. It is disheartening, unimaginable, and wicked that Kyari has intentionally refused that the 4 refineries should work. On his first day in office over 4 years ago, he promised that before the expiration of the President Buhari's regime, the 4 refineries will work. Over 4 years down the line, not even one has worked. Kyari is a colossal failure.
Yale further raised issues regarding the legality and transparency of Kyari's appointment as NNPCL CEO. He argued that Kyari's appointment did not adhere to the procedures outlined in the Companies and Allied Matters Act, (CAMA). With NNPCL's transition to a private company under the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) of 2021, Yale noted that the company should no longer have access to state funds.
Alarmingly, there are also concerns about the lack of due process and transparency in Engineer Mele Kyari's appointment as the GCEO of NNPC Limited. His appointment did not follow due process as enshrined in the provisions of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAMCA. Concerning that, NNPC Limited recently transitioned to a private company in line with the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA Act 2021. It is no longer allowed to have recourse to state funds. However, NNPC Limited has failed to operate as a joint production venture, IPV, with Western Oil Majors, WOM, as required by law. Furthermore, the NNPC Limited has not been transparent in publishing its crude contracts and statements of accounts under Engineer Mele Kyari's leadership. In 2022, Kyari and the NNPC management failed to remit any funds to the Federation account for 7 consecutive months. Despite Nigerians recording 16 trillion in oil sales during that year, the NNPC did not make any remittances.